that brings up something quite interesting that we battle against a lot, is that hearing loss is an invisible condition. So people with problems with their hearing have no way of announcing to other people that they can't hear that well. And society obviously will adjust as much as it can to somebody with a hearing loss. But if somebody doesn't know that you have a problem, then they can't do anything about it.
Absolutely.
There are two big associations that people seem to have about hearing loss. One is that people assume that somebody with a hearing loss is carrying some kind of lower intelligence. As you say, sometimes you can't participate, and therefore people interpret that incorrectly, right? And the other thing is that hearing loss is specifically an age thing. And it's actually quite often that I speak to people and say that I've got a lot of younger people that I work with, young professionals that I work with, and they're absolutely astounded that there can be somebody young who has a hearing loss. Have people ever responded to you specifically about your age and your hearing?
People are quite sensitive about it. I think hearing aids are becoming increasingly more commonplace, and people are seeing it more and more. Um, for me, the biggest thing is your confidence there. I find the first thing that goes when you can't hear is your confidence.
Right.
And I still find even today, if you're sitting if we're out for dinner in a big group, you'll retract as
Right.
you can't hear and you can't partake as somebody with normal hearing would. And that's where I think the stigma around hearing loss is quite sad, because the stigma around people not wanting to wear hearing aids leads more people to not wear aids and therefore be stuck in that sort of cycle where
Right.
you retract increasingly into yourself.
So we need more pioneers who are willing to stand out and use the devices that help to correct this particular sense in order
Absolutely.
to function more effectively.
Absolutely.
And at the same time, by representing that hearing aids are a potentially positive thing that you can do with your hearing if you have a problem, they make hearing aids more visible
Yes.
and more comfortable for society, just like glasses
Now,
were.
with the hearing aids becoming increasingly more cosmetically appealing,
Yeah.
and obviously having a wire rather than a tube of air connecting the microphone to the receiver, things have got a lot better and makes it a lot more appealing.
Would you mind turning a little for the camera so that maybe we
I
can
don't know if you can see that.
capture
Probably not.
it?
You have to look pretty close.
Yeah.
Make sure you zoom in.
I mean, those are really good looking hearing aids.